What is up, Warshippers? SeaRaptor here, bringing you a first look at Tier 9 Russian battleship Sovetsky Soyuz. Of course, as a PTS preview, we're allowed to show you the ship in port, not allowed to play it and show you the gameplay. We're given permission to play these this time, but not able to show you that gameplay. I haven't had time to play any of these ships anyway, so we're all approaching this at the same time. I'm just looking at them in port here. Starting off, 88,100 hit points. That is pretty much best in tier. Premium Japanese battleship Musashi does top this, going up over 97,000. But in terms of tech tier battleships, Soyuz definitely claims this title. For belt armor, 375. She's got this weird thing where she's got 375 in the middle, and then it gets thicker for a bit. 390, 406, 420. Right? And then we have this 220 millimeter section up here, and then we go back to the 32 millimeter bow. So very, very solid belt armor here. 375, very, just, that's going to shrug off a lot of damage when you angle that correctly. That's nice to see. She has the same basic guns as Vladivostok. The difference here is that her guns have gone up from 45 calibers at Vladivostok to 50 calibers here on Soyuz. So these guns have a higher exit velocity, and in theory will retain better penetration value over time as a result. The American Tier 9 Super Heavy shells of Iowa and Missouri do still outdamage her on a shell-for-shell basis, but it's very, very small. It's only 250 extra points over her 13,250 point shells. She still retains, of course, as all Russian battleships, a 1.7 Sigma, and her dispersion there, 257 meters at 19.4 kilometers. Pretty middle of the road, nothing special or eyebrow raising there. Nope. She has a pretty anemic secondary battery. This is not something you're ever going to want to probably waste time with. She's got 6 of these double 130 millimeter turrets. Again, these do contribute to her AA defense, but in terms of surface secondaries, there's not really anything to write home about here. They have a 5-kilometer range. If you find yourself needing these, you are probably already in a world of other kinds of pain. Oh, we didn't mention, she's still got this 21% torpedo protection. That's pretty awful. So we're continuing the trend of Russian battleships highly allergic to torpedoes. Just don't want to see them. As we've said all through these video series, the AA is difficult to gauge because 8.1 test is using the pre-hotfix values that we find on live right now. So we're having to kind of guess at what we think the AA will be. And if I'm guessing correctly, Sovetsky Soyuz's AA is going to be quite bad. These numbers do not look good. I'm going to be very curious to see what they look like after they've been put through the conversion that they ran in 0.8.0.1, because right now, if I'm guessing this correctly, this is bad. She's not going to want to see planes. This is just, her AA is pretty blah. Top speed here of 28 knots is a definite liability at Tier 9. In a tier where most other battleships break 30 knots, she's going to be sucking wind. Ironically, her 950 millimeter turning circle is, well, pretty average. There's a lot of battleships at this tier that turn in the 900 meter-ish range. And her rudder shift time is, as has been the theme up to this point, best in tier. So again, like we said before, she's gonna handle quickly. She's just going to handle like a pig. Pretty average surface detection here. 16.7 is not the worst in tier, not the best in tier. This aerial detection of 16.7 is easily the worst in tier, and that's going to be a problem for a ship that has AA this mediocre. Planes are going to be a serious problem for this ship if I'm reading her AA correctly. Consumables-wise, same mix we saw on Vladivostok. We have DCP, standard heal, and the difference, we get to choose between fighter or this funky surveillance radar that detects carriers or battleships out to 15 kilometers for 50 seconds here at Tier 9. It was 40 seconds at Tier 8. If it were me, guys, I don't know right now, based on her AA suite, I don't know that I would ever take this goofy radar. I would almost always take fighters. She's going to need the help, I think, fending off enemy planes. I can't call a ship a dud without playing her, but on paper, this Sovetsky Soyuz does not have a lot going for her, in my opinion. She has a lot of health. Guns are probably pretty good, but lots of other Tier 9 battleships have good guns and a lot of health. Her secondaries and AA look below average. She's definitely slower than she wants to be for this tier. She's spotted from the moon by planes and surface ships. I don't know. She's going to be a tough sell, I think. You can't call a ship a dud, but without playing her. But this one on paper looks like she's going to be a little rough. All right, guys, stay tuned. We're going to have a preview up of Tier 10 Kremlin very, very shortly. You can check out the previews of the other Soviet battleships here on the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.